What is up, guys? It's Conquest here, bringing you guys another commentary. Got you guys this Battlefield Hardline Conquest for you guys, and pretty much this video is going to be me explaining my mindset while playing Conquest and how I approach this game mode. So this is pretty much me giving you tips on how to succeed, how to maximize your score, maximize your kills while playing the game mode of Conquest, no matter what battlefield it may be. So the first thing you need to understand is how many flags are on the map. So on this map Reptide, there is 5 flags. So the most important thing about Conquest is when you first initially starting off the match is you want to cap your home flag, cap the home flag, get your free 250 points. I'm explaining to you the importance of the home flag. So on this map, no matter what map it is, you're either going to spawn on A or E. So that's pretty much your base flag. So establishing control of your base flag is the most important thing to do inside of a battlefield game. Is one, you want to initiate control over that flag. So that's the first thing. 2 is you want, the biggest thing about Battlefield and playing Conquest on these maps is you want to establish dominance on mid-map. So on this map, the most important flag is C. From C, you can either go to B, D, or whatever you need to go. So C is the most important flag on this map, and the majority of flags, rogue transmission to BF4, whatever the map is, whatever that central flag is, wherever it is on the map, is going to be the most important flag on the map, because it allows you to bridge out and go to other parts of the map pretty easily. So on this map, C is the most important flag, and getting the flag and defending it is one of your major focuses as a squad. So that's one thing. 2 is base flags. So you already have your base spawn, your home base, and everything like that while playing Conquest, but your base flags are the most important. So when I spawn on E side, the second flag that's most important to me in establishing base control and base spawn so that we can be able to go to C is D. So you want E and D under absolute control, because if the opposite team gets D, they can get E and pretty much push you into your spawn. You don't want to get pushed into your spawn to the point where you can't escape. So pretty much this match we lost because we weren't able to control the flags for long amounts of time. That's pretty much what Conquest is holding the majority of the flags for the longest amount of time. So my goal is to not only cap flags, it's also to slay around the flags, anybody that's trying to come onto the flags and everything like that. And the most important thing about establishing map control on this game, or in any other Battlefield game at that, is entry kills. Entry kills is the most important thing. You have to survey the situation, understand that certain flags are going to be more important to the other team than most flags. So for example, A wasn't their priority. I actually solo capped A in this game because they weren't really focused on A. The main thing that they were focused on is B, because B is, if we have B, we pretty much have control over the whole map. C is very important. Yes, C is very important, but if we have B, we have control over their base. So I always preach, go for the easy caps. That's how you get a very high ass score per minute within the game, and that's how you keep your score really high in the game. It's easy caps. So easy caps are, like I said earlier, your home flag, E, D, and their home flag as well, A. Their main focus on the opposite team is trying to cap C and hold down B, and they're gonna have A, but they're not gonna have a whole bunch of focus on A. So what you're gonna do is overextend. So if you watch a lot of videos, a lot of live commentaries where people are playing with others and stuff like that, one of their main callouts is going to be the OE, and that's one of my main callouts as well, is to overextend the spawn. So if we find ourselves in a situation where the opposite team has control of C, they have control of C, B, and A, and they also trying to push D, and they have that flag, so they have 4 flags out of the 5 on us, and we find ourselves in a really sticky situation. My plan of attack is to push A, overextend there, and cap that flag. Now, you can see that there's a sniper trying to snipe at me, obviously, but there's not a lot of defense over there, so it was an easy cap for me. Now, the reason why I cap A is because I want my team to spawn A and pretty much have an all-out assault from the flank so that we can sweep the flags from A all the way up to C. So, you might have some teammates go to B, or some teammates might go straight for C. Now, they're not expecting the flank. That's the thing about Battlefield. Overextends work really well and really bad whether or not your teammates have the awareness to use it or not. So that's one of the main things I try to do. I try to overextend to one of their home flags, whether it be A or B, cap it, and then have the rest of the team spawn there and then flood all the other flags. So while doing this, we have the E flag, so we can just have like an all-out assault. The best maps to do that on is very symmetrical maps. So the perfect example is like Operation Locker and Operation Metro on Battlefield 3 and 4. Those maps are very symmetrical and very linear, so there's only 3 flags on those maps, and it's pretty straightforward. It's really a lot of gun-on-gun engagements and stuff like that, so it's a lot of head-on engagements. If somebody somehow manages to get a hard flank and just pull like their home flag, it's a wrap. Pretty much it's game over. We're gonna get C, we're gonna get B, and everything like that, and the comeback isn't works. But it didn't really work out during this match. We lost because teammates weren't able to capitalize on the big play that I pretty much had, which was capping A. So we're gonna have some more tips later on, pretty much explaining how to be very, very successful in Conquest. Hopefully these tips that I gave you guys so far was really good, and I'll catch you guys in the next video, guys. Peace.